Hello, boys and girls. This is a quick little review of finding the estimate by rounding to the nearest tens and nearest hundreds. So let's get started. I have my number here, so I need to find my target number, and that is in the tens place. So I'm going to go to shapes, and I'm going to go grab a little circle, and I'm going to put a little circle in the tens place. And of course, I need to make it transparent. So I'm going to go to fill in the color and make it transparent so I can see the number. Now, I can see over here that the one over here, I'm going to go ahead and make it bold. The one tells the 6 to go to round down. So now what I'm going to think about, and this is what I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to have to round down to the next base. So and since we're using base 10, I am going to round to 60, and then I'm going to round up to the next base, which is 70. So I'm going to now grab a little square, and I'm going to put a little square right here, and of course I'm going to go to fill in the color, and I'm going to make it transparent so I can see the number. And I can also come here and change the color. I'm going to go ahead and make it purple. And now I'm looking at the number 61, and I'm thinking, is it going to go down to 60 or 70? Is that closer to 60 or 70? And of course, to be certain, I look at the number next door, next to my target number, and that is a 1. And the 1, according to my rounding mountain, the 1 is less than 4, so I have to round down. So this becomes a 60. Now I ask myself, well, what happened to the 3? Well, I didn't do anything to the 3, so I'll just go ahead and click right in the box, and I will add 3. I just copy the 3 because it stays the same. Now let's go ahead and do one more, and let's go ahead and do the thousands place. Well, this number is 7,423, so we're going to find the estimate by rounding to the nearest hundreds. Again, I'm going to go to my little circle. I'm going to find the shape of the circle, and I'm going to put a circle, and of course I go and make it transparent so I can see my target number, which is in the hundreds place. So this is ones, tens, hundreds. Now I'm going to look at the hundreds place. I'm going to look next door, and I'm going to highlight. I'm going to bold or highlight the number next door. So I'm going to look at 2, and 2, according to my rounding mountain, I have to round out. So now I'm going to look at the 4, all the digits. I'm going to look at the 423, and I'm going to go ahead and put a square. Again, of course, my favorite color is purple, so I'm going to make this transparent, and I'm going to pick the border color, which is purple, so I'm going to go ahead and make that purple. Now I'm looking at 423. Since the 2 tells the 4 to round down, the 423 will have to round down to the next base, which is 400. So in my head, I'm thinking 400, that's why we have the little cloud right here, the little talking bubble. And then if I round up, this is going to be, 500, because that's my next base. Now I'm going to ask myself, the 2 is telling me to round down, so will this become 400 or 500? 423 is closer to 400. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, and it's going to be the 400 stays the same. And now I have to put the comma here, and I didn't do anything to the 7, so the 7 I just have to copy. And there's my answer, 7,400.